तो बच्चों कैसे हो, सब ठीक है ना। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट वन न्यू टॉपिक दैट इज फ्रॉम द 12th क्लास. विच इज दैट टॉपिक नेम इज halo alkanes and halo arenes, as well as it is called as a halogen derivatives of the alkanes and the arenes. So today we are going to start with the one rule, that is the Markovnikov rule. Before going towards that Markovnikov rule, firstly I want to tell you that Markovnikov rule, it is also spelled as a Markovnikov's rule. Okay, so sometimes you will be get confused that Markovnikov's or Markovnikov's, it is different or same. No, it is same one. Okay, so this is the scientist name. Actually he is the Russian chemist. He is the Russian scientist, we can say that, or Russian chemist. He has studied that economics as well as chemistry also. He studied economics as well as chemistry. After that, if we consider his work, he has worked as a professor also. Means he has done that teaching, he was in the teaching field also. Next one, if we consider his work, he has introduced this rule. This rule is introduced by him in 1865. Clear to you what is the point? That this Markovnikov rule is explained by him in 1865. Next one, if we consider his work, he has introduced butyric acid. Next point is that butyric acid and isobutyric acid. Butyric and isobutyric acid have same molecular formula, but different structural formula. So what is the meaning of that one? So if we consider this one, in that I will give you explanation for that one also. That you will ask me that, ma'am, is it important for us? No, but you should know that his work also and his research also. So what is the structure of butyric acid? Acid is there, means presence of a COOH group will there. Butyric means total number of 4 carbon will be there. So here already we have completed 1 carbon, so remaining only 3 carbons will be there, and they are in the straight chain. So this is the structure of the butyric acid. Now what is the structure of isobutyric acid? As we know that 4 carbons will be there, but when we are drawing the structure of the iso, at that time second carbon should contain 1 CH3. At that time only we can say that isobutyric acid. So see here, carbon 1 that contains COH group. This is the first carbon. This will be the second carbon. This second carbon contains 1 CH3 group. So here that valency purpose, if we consider, this is the CH3, 1 hydrogen will be here. If we observe its molecular formula, so if we consider carbon, how many carbons are there? 4 carbons are there. If we consider number of hydrogen, it is 8, and number of oxygen is 2. For this one, if we consider 1, 2, 3, 4, means number of carbon 4, number of hydrogen 3, 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8, and oxygen is also 2. Means both are having the same number of molecules, but their same number of molecular formula is same, but different structural formula. Now we are going to start our main point. What is that main point? Main point is that Markovnikov rule. As I told you, this Markovnikov rule is introduced in 1865. Clear to everyone? अगर ये कंसिडर करते हैं रूल, तो इसमें क्या आता है? दिस रूल इज एप्लीकेबल टू द अनसिमेट्रिकल अल्कीन. This rule is applicable to the unsymmetrical alkene. What is mean by that unsymmetrical? I will discuss 2 examples of the alkene. See, first one is that CH3, CH double bond CH, CH3. This is one alkene. What is mean by that alkene? Alkene is nothing but the compound in which there is a presence of a carbon-carbon double bond. That is nothing but the alkene. Now next structure is that CH3, CH double bond CHH. This is also alkene, because in that molecule or in that compound also there is a presence of a carbon-carbon double bond. But if we consider the middle part, at that time this is distributed like that. This is a one part and this is the second part. This part as well as this part, both are the same. But if we consider this structure, in that this part and remaining part both are different. So this is the symmetrical, means if we are dividing it, we are getting the symmetrical part, and here we are not getting the symmetrical, so it is the unsymmetrical alkene. Clear to everyone? So this rule is applicable for the unsymmetrical alkene. Now see, if we consider unsymmetrical alkene, next part is that in that there is a addition of, किसकी addition होती है? In that there is a addition of HX. Clear to everyone? HX, in that X, possibility of the X is bromine, chlorine as well as iodine. Clear to everyone? Next one, addition of this HX to the unsymmetrical alkene, that is the electrophilic addition reaction. This is the electrophilic addition reaction. So in that, keep in mind that all these points are very important. So this is the electrophilic addition reaction. Next one, if we consider the reactivity order of HX, in that we can say that reactivity order, this is very important in case of the objective. Reactivity order, if we consider, in that HI having the more reactivity than the HBr and than the HCl. So this is the order of this HX. Clear to everyone? Now if we consider what is the statement of this rule, for that one, hope so you have noted all these points, because these points are very important. Now see, next one is the statement of this rule. So what is the statement? This is very important. Listen carefully and please note it down. If we consider the statement of this rule, this is when unsymmetrical reagent, when unsymmetrical reagent is added to, when unsymmetrical reagent is added to unsymmetrical alkene, then negative part of the reagent, get attached to that carbon having less number of hydrogen atoms. Now see, what is the exact statement? This is the statement. What is the statement? When unsymmetrical reagent is added to the unsymmetrical alkene, then negative part of the reagent get attached to that carbon having the less number of hydrogen atoms. If we consider unsymmetrical alkene, in that, as we have seen that this is the unsymmetrical alkene. So in that, name of this alkene is 1-propene or prop 1-ene. Prop 1-ene. Clear to everyone? So in that, when we are adding that HX, at that time H will becomes positive and X will become negative. If we consider the ionization of HX, we are getting H plus plus X minus. So in this way, this is the negative part of this reagent. And if we consider carbon-carbon double bond containing these two carbons, which one having the less number of hydrogen? This one, middle one. So that negative part will get attached to that carbon which having the less number of hydrogen. So product will be CH3, CH, here Br will get attached and here that hydrogen will get attached. So this is the 2-bromopropane. So in this way, this is the statement and this is the example of this rule. Why this rule is important? If we consider this example, in that we can say that there is a possibility of this two product. If you are not written, please complete it. If we consider this one, in that there are the two possibility. One is that negative part will get attached to this one as well as this one. So it is CH3, CH, Br and CH3. Second one is that CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. So it was difficult to identify which one will be the major product. So for that purpose, this rule is introduced, Markovnikov rule, and according to that we have concluded that negative part of the reagent get attached to that carbon which having the less number of hydrogen, and that will be the major product, and this one will be the minor. So this is the correct reaction. Now if we consider the mechanism of this reaction, because mechanism is very important to understand this concept. So what is the exact concept behind that mechanism? Listen carefully. If we consider mechanism, what is the next point? Next point is that mechanism. In that, see, what is the unsymmetrical alkene? As we have taken, that is the CH3, CH double bond CH2. This is the alkene, which is unsymmetrical alkene. As this is the electrophilic addition reaction, now see here, HX, it gives H plus X minus. As we know that electrophile is nothing but the electron deficient species. Okay, so which one is the electron deficient species? This H plus is the electron deficient species, means in that there is an addition of H plus will takes place. Here we are going to consider HBr instead of HX, we will consider HBr, because this reaction is applicable, means this reagent is applicable for the peroxide effect also, or anti-Markovnikov rule also. So here if we consider this one, when it ionizes, it form H plus plus Br minus. So in first step there is an addition of H plus will takes place. Clear to everyone? Now see, this one will attack on that one. Clear? So H plus, there is a possibility of attachment of that H to this carbon as well as this carbon. If H plus is attached to A, then what will be the product? See, I am writing here both products. So CH3, CH2, here CH2 will be there. That hydrogen is attached to this one, means this one remain vacant. So it will carry positive charge. Second one, if H plus is attached to that second carbon, means B, then this is the first carbon actually, but we have written B, that's why. If this H plus is attached to B carbon, then it will give CH3, CH3. So that CH will remain as it is, means it will carry positive charge. As we know that primary, secondary, tertiary carbocations, in that tertiary carbocation is more stable than the secondary than the primary. So this is the carbocation stability order. This is the carbocation stability order. So this is also very important. So in that, if we consider the carbocation form in that first step, that is, this is the primary carbocation and this is the secondary carbocation, because in that positive charge containing carbon is attached to two carbons. So this is the secondary carbocation. This carbon which contains positive charge, it is attached to only one carbon directly. That's why this is the primary carbocation. So as we know that this secondary carbocation is stable one. So that Br minus will attack on this carbocation and it will give the product, that is the CH3CH So in this way, if we consider the mechanism, we have observed that Br that attached to negative, means that attached to that carbon which having the less number of hydrogen. So in this way we have completed that Markovnikov rule. If you have any doubt, you can write in a comment box also. We have completed all these points, so it is very important to note down each and every step. So in this way your notes will also get completed and you are getting here explanation also. Thank you all of you.